There's that person that replaced her.
All right. Thank you all for tuning into Nerds and Noise. My name is SC. We have Camila here and Kevin. And we just sat through...
Wonder Woman!
Yes.
That's one thing to call it.
Wonder Woman!
2011, there was a proposed Wonder Woman pilot.
Reports surfaced in October 2010 that Warner Brothers Television was teaming with writer-producer David E. Kelley to pitch a new Wonder Woman television series to networks. The major networks all turned down the series, but NBC, the final network to initially pass on the project, announced that it had ordered a pilot on January 21st, 2011. So NBC.
Yes, so yeah, NBC, so David E. Kelley, the guy who brought us Alan McBeal, wanted to showrun a Wonder Woman series. And I remember being really excited because we never had, we had the series from the 70s. But for a character as well known as Wonder Woman, she often did not have the same love. Like, there's a new Batman thing every 5 minutes, ever since like the dawn of time. And even Superman gets a lot of love. Smallville was on for like a decade.
Yeah, no, it took 40 years. Oh my goodness, I just did the math on that. 40 years for a TV show, that worked for Wonder Woman, and then another 40 for a movie.
And that is absurd, because it's not like she's some B-rate character.
Right.
Everybody knows who Wonder Woman is.
She's part of the Trinity: Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
You'd think with that they would have put more care into what we witnessed.
No.
Adrian Pilecki, I think we were saying Padalecki yesterday. Adrian Pilecki. This poor woman, she is a good actress. And right now she's doing fine. She's on The Orville, which got renewed for a second season, so she's going to be okay. She's now on a show that is continuing. She was Lady J in G.I. Joe.
Yeah, I enjoyed that turn.
Fine. Like, she's
fun.
She's dependable. She's been an Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. as Mockingbird. She's good. She was on the failed Aquaman pilot that we watched. She
her acting is solid in that and in this oddly enough.
Yeah, her acting isn't bad, but the character that they've had her play, I understand why this was shut down, because this is not the Wonder Woman that we need right now.
Not my Wonder Woman.
This Wonder Woman is not a good person.
No.
No.
So the story is thus. So we have Diana Themyscira, who, in this world, though they're aware of Amazons that they exist, everyone knows who she is. She's famous. She runs a company called Themyscira.
Yeah, we've already established way into the Wonder Woman mythos, which is actually kind of a breath of fresh air, is we're not getting the start and we're getting it slowly established. She's already gone through that whole shabazz of, hey, I'm Wonder Woman, I'm here, and now she's ingratiated herself.
It starts off promising esque, where she's chasing down a bad guy. She fights him, ropes him up. But then we get our first glimpse of the problems with this Wonder Woman. The cops come up and they're like, give him to us. And she's like, no, if you give him to you, he's going to lawyer up. She's just so mean. And then she tosses the guy over there.
She's
all but flipping off the police.
And she's like crossing weird lines, like taking his blood without asking, and whenever like the heroes or cops or stuff are like pushing that line of what they're supposed to do, you're always rooting for them. I just felt myself going like, whoa, you could be messing up police procedure. This guy could get off or something. I don't know, man.
Yeah, you made a point that since they turned her into Batman, but more like, demented.
Yeah, she's a little more sinister.
Yeah,
yeah,
because Batman rides the line. Batman definitely will do whatever it takes to get stuff out of his bad guys.
Yeah, he won't kill though.
She straight up murders a dude
with a pipe.
She takes a pipe and puts it through that guy's windpipe.
He was just a security guard too.
I know, he's doing his job. Look, you broke in. Yeah, he's shooting at you, but you know that he can't kill you. She's torturing people in hospitals.
She was brutal.
She threatens to murder Elizabeth Hurley's character. So yeah, she's running this corporation. And she's made all of her money off of selling her image. She's made all of her money off of selling dolls of herself.
And possibly other stuff.
Well, they showed it was like a thermos and not like a thermos, like a tumbler and like a posters and stuff like that with Wonder Woman on it. So there was more merchandise.
So yeah, Wonder Woman is a product.
Yeah.
And she also fights crime.
Which is very weird in itself.
It's strange. It's a weird kind of self-referential.
Right.
I don't. There's something about it just did not sit right with me.
It's like we're trying to get all the strong female boxes ticked, but they didn't. They assembled.
They overdid it, I think.
Yeah, they assembled the sofa
went over.
upside down.
It's
Yeah.
weird. And the idea is that you want to like this person. You want
Right.
to. I mean, yeah, you can have somebody who's rough around the edges, like you have. What is it? Riggs from Lethal Weapon. He's got some problems. He's scruffy, but he's at least. He's a bit off kilter, but he's at least likable.
Right.
And it's not just that she's a woman who's like barking at everybody. It's just that she's. She doesn't treat anybody well. Even the friends in her life, she's screaming at.
Friends.
Yes.
The friends.
I guess her only real friend is her cat. So
Right. She admitted that.
She puts on glasses and has a disguise of Diana Prince, and she'll go to her home. And there's a subplot about her trying to make a Facebook page.
Yeah, now that you mention it,
Friends.
the whole
Sylvester.
Diana Prince.
My cat.
Maybe they would have done more with it if it had gone on, but it makes no sense to give her an alter ego to go home in. Maybe
Right,
she
yeah.
goes around out. She would have went around in public as Diana Prince of like,
Right.
oh, I get to live a normal life.
Yeah. The idea is that everyone knows who Wonder Woman is. Diana Themyscira is known by everybody. It's interesting that there's times when she'll go around in the Wonder Woman costume unnecessarily because everyone already knows who she is without it. Like she goes to visit a guy in the hospital as
like in the full-on suit.
it's funny. There's another subplot about her screaming about being objectified by the toys when her outfit literally is the tightest thing in the world, and she's all but like popping out of it.
Yeah.
And so I'm like,
It doesn't leave much for the imagination.
The argument about objectification in female superheroes is a real thing.
It's like they have a good argument, but they're
The
standing.
execution wasn't there.
Yeah, they're standing in front of like all the stereotype people. It's like the not all nerds are like that, and then you have like 3 of the robot chicken nerds standing
All
right behind
nerds
you.
are like that, though.
And you're like, oh,
Not
you're
all nerds are like that,
helping.
but these nerds in particular.
So it's like I would feel better about it, but she's not Wonder Woman wearing the jacket and doing stuff like that, trying to make a new image. She straight up wears. By the end, she wears the full, the little leotard, and fights crime.
And kills.
And I don't have any issues with any of the costumes, but it would be different if she was actively changing her wardrobe to match what she's saying, but she doesn't. So there's that. Carrie Elwes plays her like marketing manager guy. There's a lot of good actors in this show. I mean, the acting is fine, and even the script isn't horrific. It's the fact that
It doesn't make sense. Like the dialogue itself is okay. It's just what the dialogue is saying doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
the big plot is that Elizabeth Hurley I forget what her character's name is. It doesn't matter.
It was
Veronica Cale.
Veronica Cale is running an evil corporation trying to make mutants, and
She's making all these like supplements that enhance you, but also it makes you like super buff, or it could kill you or it mutate you.
Yeah.
Right.
The show starts off with this black family. Their young man's going to college, except no, he's not because his eyes are bleeding out. He's like, "Oh, mama, no!" She's like, "Oh, my son," and so
That's a rough start in itself.
Yeah.
I was like, "You've already lost me with this." And then they kill that kid, too. And his mom visits Diana. And she's like, "Do you know who did this to my son? If I found them, I would definitely kill them." And so I just
And not to mention,
No, don't kill people. I'll kill people.
the only ones who are dying are all minorities.
yeah, and like
All black, but one Hispanic.
her secretary, Etta Candy, in this one, who was the secretary in the movie, she's an old 40s character. Like, she barely gets any lines in development in this. And when you have scenes where major stuff is going on, they literally push her into the background where she's in the shadows. I'm like, guys, can we have some balance here?
Right.
And there's the Asian cop who she barks at to tell to let her go and torture the man.
Yeah, who's doing his job.
Right.
Then you have Pedro Pascal. It's funny because Pedro Pascal is about to be in the new Wonder Woman film, Wonder Woman 84, which will inevitably be much better than this. But it's funny that he showed up in this 7 years ago playing Beat Cop number 5.
Huh.
It's like, oh, Diana, come on now, Diana, you can't.
Yeah, oh, Diana. Oh, that girl.
And she goes again, torturing my...
There she go again.
Ooh, that girl.
Looks like a sitcom. Just. Oh, you.
So this Wonder Woman is a bitter, hypocritical, murdering torturer who does not value the people in her life and takes advantage of her status entirely.
Right.
The long and the short of it is that this is a surprising fail because this should have been
Good.
great.
Yeah.
Even.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, you can find this online, the Wonder Woman unaired pilot. I think there's even one with commentary from some people. I haven't watched that one yet. Wait, no, that was something else. Never mind. Press that. But yeah, you can find it online if you want to watch it. This is a very curious, like DC, just for some reason, could not get their wheelhouse in order for so long. And as far as live action representation goes,
Then they finally found Arrow.
yeah. And then that which launched an entire CW universe, and even the shows that didn't exist in that universe hopped over there. Like Constantine was on NBC, and now he's over there.
Supergirl
was it ABC, CBS?
CBS.
Yeah, and now
Yeah. Flash and Arrow just like, hold on, we can save you guys, and they do it very well, even at their weakest or their strongest. Like you still feel like these characters are genuine.
yeah. Last but not least, there is a subplot about Steve Trevor. He's like, "You're dumping me? Why are you leaving me?" She's like, "Because I have to go be good guy." And then she
I have to go be good guy. And then she goes and not be good guy.
She goes to be the exact opposite of that. And then at the end, Steve Trevor comes back and he's like, "I work for the government. I'm the lawyer who's come to, I guess, prosecute you for all of your crimes." Because the entire show is Wonder Woman just committing every crime possible.
Well, they send her. It was that weird thing about her and the cops like overlapping. Apparently, that's bad. It's okay if she's a vigilante by herself, as long as she's not actually interfering with the
police.
Yeah, I was trying to remember where she was. Was it LAPD? It doesn't even matter.
It's.
But yeah, he doesn't even he just kind of like forgives her that way. I was like, well, I don't see anything. And you're like, okay, so I guess he's here to be a love triangle thing. Oh, I'm married. What?
And she got all emotional.
Yes.
What is this thing doing?
Right.
You broke up with him and left.
You
and you're like,
no
oh, you're married now?
You've been here for 6 months and you haven't called me and you're married? How dare you?
So, hey, my question is, what is Steve's character doing there?
He's being a love interest. That is what he's doing here. The plot called for one, and they had Steve Trevor.
That's not healthy for Wonder Woman. It's like it's good melodrama. You know, stuff like that can happen in real life. But putting Wonder Woman pining after a married man,
just everything about
not
her
a good image at all.
So sketch.
We dodged a big bullet here. That this did not see the light of day, and that little girls all over the world did not have this as a
role model,
as a mentor. Gal Gadot, man, like we lucked out so much because she just embodies everything that this character did not. The way she was written, it was a huge disservice to the character, and the actress playing her. And maybe they would have, eventually written her into a better person. Maybe that was the whole journey, was that she was so rough around the edges, and they were going to eventually make her the hero that she should be.
Right.
We will never know. And that's okay.
I still will not accept this Wonder Woman. No. Gal Gadot is queen.
Very deep.
Yes, so we're just gonna.
Well, thank you guys for tuning in. And what's your favorite Wonder Woman? I want to know who's gonna type in Wonder Woman 2011.
Hashtag not my Wonder Woman.
All right, guys. We'll catch you next time. Take it easy.